Right, we are going live. We are going live in 5, 4, 3.
All right. We are back in the cave.
You heard the intro.
Let's go. It's game time.
What's up, man? Happy Thursday.
Dude, Podcast Thursday.
Waka, 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 waka.
Love a Podcast Thursday.
Me too.
Dude, it's good to be here, bro.
Yeah, mostly because work is over for the day and I got a coldie.
Dude, a coldie works over, and I just got the alert on my phone. Watch live now, the Fan Cave podcast. Probably should.
How'd you get that? Oh, because of YouTube?
I follow the page, bro.
I should probably follow our page.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not amazing with technology.
You're not, but that's all right. But you could follow the page, and that would definitely give us like 17 subscribers.
Yeah.
I'm going to look real quick.
I'm going to watch it 12 times this week so we can get extra views as well.
We don't get a lot of views. Hey, if you're listening, if you're watching, hit us up on YouTube, the Fan Cave Podcast channel. Check it out. Hit us up on email, thefancavepodcast@gmail.com.
Send in your
It
audio.
even says we're live right now.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
We could so you can go live, and that's when we can like interact with people. You can type messages back and forth and stuff.
Dude, probably. I just don't know how that works.
So now I'm explaining technology to you.
No, touche. No, I know how it works. I know how that physical process works.
Oh,
I don't know how we would pull that off, though.
Well, you could sit there and do the show while I just interact with people.
But I don't know how that. Where are you going to get the interactions from?
I got a phone right here. I got a computer.
But where does their interaction pop up at?
Oh, it's almost like an instant message there at the bottom of the YouTube. You never seen a Facebook Live video where people are like,
Yeah.
"Hey, so and so,
It's the
I'm
same?
here." I think it's the same
Okay.
thing.
That'd be cool.
Or we could Facebook Live it.
We could do that too. We probably should be doing that too.
Probably should.
Oh well.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a new computer, and we'll Facebook Live it next time.
Perfect. Dude, I hope you get a new computer.
Yeah, you don't need a new computer.
You've been talking about
just
that
use
for
Facebook.
like 6 months, 8 months.
Yeah. Well, I've been waiting for a certain time of year where certain payments come from El Company-O, so I can tell the wife, like, hey, I'm going to go get a new laptop.
Good move. You going to tell her?
I already told her.
You locked it in?
Yeah. Do what I want.
Don't
Do what I want.
I love it.
No, what I did is I was like, yeah, so, it's that time of year, da-da-da-da-da, here's the deal. And I know she wants to get, like, some artwork for the house, which is just crazy. Anyway.
Like a Picasso?
No, not like real artwork, but
Like a Renoir?
apparently we can't just go to Target and get some artwork or home goods or something. I'm like, well, just go get some paintings. I got stuff all over. She's like,
Dude.
no, I'm not doing that.
Home Goods is a great example. I was going to say Marshalls, same thing, dude. They got like random cheap but good looking stuff, I feel.
Yeah, why not?
Because
But
that's what we would do
my
if we
wife
were
is
single.
an interior designer,
She's got
so
a
she
skill.
struggles with just like she knows that either it's in her mind not quality or there's other stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's just
No, I get that. She's got an eye for the real deal.
yeah.
It's hard for her to get like the Walmart version when
Yeah.
she's like, dude, the Target version's way better. Whatever.
Right.
You get it.
Like, so we went to they opened up a country club in Houston last week
Uh-huh.
that their firm did the interior on.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went for the ribbon cutting and everything in the
Oh, cool.
fancy pants party and walked over this 85,000 square foot fancy pants country club
Yeah.
and drank the drinks and ate the food. And it was awesome. But I can understand when you see the artwork they're doing, and obviously we're not doing artwork like that, but that's what they do every day.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't work with, the product that you guys sell, you wouldn't go buy a cheap one somewhere else. Like you kind of just know.
I mean, it makes sense.
So I get it, but I'm a dude. I'm like, why don't you just get some red and some green and
You're practical. No, I'm with
or
you,
a
dude.
picture of some trees and put it up there.
I got a very critical question based on your travels to Houston.
Yeah, throw it my way.
Did they let you hit the links as part of the ribbon cutting ceremony?
Absolutely not.
Ah, boo.
It's like $100,000 buy-in for membership.
All right, don't say the name of this place because that's just not cool. That's bad form.
They were good people though. They were like super friendly. So Harvey wiped out this club. So it's been like 3 years and they've been pulling together like meeting in tents. And anyway, they finally built it up and it was open. And this is the place where like these people come and hang out together and their friends and their family. And
well, that way to make me feel bad about it now.
The family members are like their staff. Well, you might have a certain opinion of swanky people that are, belong to a country club and you can't. These are some of the most salt of the earth people I've met. Like the way they were interacting with the staff, like,
that's awesome.
hey, it's Steve. He usually waits in this section, but where are you going to be now, Steve? Oh man, I'm not going to see you as much. I don't hang out in that area. I'll have to come by and see you.
Yeah.
Like, they know these people. I was like, man, this is cool. I could do this. I can't afford it, but I could do it.
That's awesome.
Anyway, that's why I couldn't play the course.
Dude, it'd be nice to be part of a country club, man.
I thought, yeah.
Because not only for the golf, I think that's obvious. I got to assume the golf is the main reason why you join a country club. But there's a social aspect. And also, there's an eating aspect where I'm pretty sure you get discounts at like the clubhouse and all that and the restaurants, which would be almost as appealing as the links themselves.
And so that's what I used to think too. Like, why would you pay all this money just so you can play golf whenever you want? Because you got to play the same course, and it's way more than that. Like, these families, like, they've got a room for the kids to play video games. They've got of course, a nice golf course, but they had a pizza oven, like one of those fancy craft pizza, like 85,000 square feet of you name it.
Craft pizza?
No,
is that a thing, dude?
I mean, homemade quality
I got you.
pizza,
like a brick oven.
Yeah.
Is that craft?
Why not?
Here's the thing, though. As silly as it sounds of me asking you that, it almost sounds really good, though, dude. Like craft pizza.
That's just kind of the word I use when I mean it's like scratch or something. It's definitely not the right word to use, but it just means they're not like doing the pizza like you get in high school lunch line or something.
I'm with you.
So, and these people were talking about, we live down the street, so we just walk over here and hang out. You don't have nothing to do on a Tuesday night. Your kids are off at college. You walk across the street. You go hang out with your friends. You watch the game. And they got indoor and outdoor hangout spaces.
Live music, probably.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Pool and tennis and the pizzas and all sorts of stuff. And
the pizzas.
The lady, one of the ladies we talked to was talking about, our kids do the swim here. So it's really a full-on community. I was like, oh, this is different than what I was thinking.
Sure.
I thought it was all about the golf.
Sure.
And like, if you're in sales, I belong to the club, so I'll sell everything right here. But it sounded like a lot more than that. And this one guy we were talking to, he's like, basically, you just have to decide, like, instead of getting a second home, like a vacation home, like a lot of people would do.
Yeah.
He's like, we do this instead. And you have this whole community. So I can totally see that.
Yeah, it's a valid point. Now, you mentioned pizza earlier. It makes me think of something. I actually wrote this down in my old podcast notes. All right, so you're eating pizza.
I wish I was.
I know, dude.
I'm hungry.
So, yeah, dude, I love
I haven't
pizza.
eaten dinner yet.
So I love pizza.
What are we talking about?
Pizza. Are you a eat the pizza as it lies? Not to tie this into golf. Eat the pizza as it lies. Or are you folding your pizza to eat it, Brad?
Well, it depends on the pizza. I'm not typically a folder pizza kind of guy. I have done it, though. Like, if I get a super soggy, floppy, big old slice of pizza, I'm going to fold it so that at least for the first bite, so the end is not just floppy laid over.
Yeah.
You fold it and you can actually take a bite. It's for strategic purposes, though, not for like, oh, I think this is cool.
It's
or
practical.
Like, hey, I'm from New York.
I'm going to fold my pie here.
I'm going to fold it up, eh?
All right, so
that's not how New Yorkers talk, I don't think.
Dude, I don't fold my much either, but somebody at work, I actually brought this up to somebody at work today.
We're calling you out, somebody.
No, it was a great point. Because I'm not much of a pizza folder, dude. I'd rather hold the crust in one hand, as you do. And I almost put my hand under the floppy part and then bite that piece off.
And done that as well.
And then it's no longer floppy.
Yeah.
So
if you take a big enough bite.
But the person I spoke to at work, Mona, I was like, Mona, what do you think about that? She said, yeah, but if you fold, you can avoid losing the toppings of the Parmesan cheese you put on it that might fall off, which is a valid point. That stuff's valid. You don't want to lose a valuable topping.
No, well, you definitely don't want to sacrifice toppings. Like, I'll do
I'll
do whatever I have to. Like, I've lost toppings before, and I'm quick to scoop it up and throw it back on top. Because it's a topping, it belongs on top.
I scoop my toppings up and straight eat them. I don't put them back on the pizza most times.
That's another strategy. I'm not going to frown upon that. I'm just saying it's all about. I don't think about it. It's strategery.
Yeah.
But I don't think about it like I'm going to fold this pizza or not. Like, you just kind of know when you pick it up, you got to be able to adapt.
Yeah. You got to be able to adapt quickly.
Because you're talking about New York style pizza. If you go to Chicago, there is no option. It's knife and fork stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not folding Or if you go to Detroit, same deal.
I'm going to try that next time. No, I'm with you, dude. It's like eating a Reese's. There's strategy involved, a preference, if you will.
Yeah. And there's no wrong way.
Exactly.
Although I will say there is absolutely zero. There is no wrong way to eat a Reese's. That is an actual fact. Yeah. So they're allowed to say it in their commercials without getting sued. There is a wrong way to eat pizza, though.
I agree.
And I will know it when I see it. It's okay to fold. It's okay. There are times where you do have to do the knife and fork. There are specific times, but I will tell you, unless you go to a nicer pizza restaurant in a specific part of the country or the world, and they say This is how we cook it, and this is how you eat it. Don't be using a knife and fork. Don't be using a knife and fork to eat your Domino's delivery.
Bro,
I will judge the crap out of you.
That's what I was just about to say. Knife and fork is the wrong way to do it.
So I've always agreed with that.
Give me an example.
Okay, I have one in my back pocket.
Okay.
So possibly, I can't say I haven't been there, but we were in Seattle a couple years ago and went to this place where the waiter came up and he's like, all right, here's the thing. You've ever been here before. Here's how we do it. Here's how we roll. And it was a take off of a place in Italy, or the way they were doing it. Yep. They take the big pizza and they throw it in to this 1,000-degree oven or whatever.
Yeah.
And they leave it for 3 minutes.
Okay.
Like that's it. So it comes out. So it doesn't come out crispy crust.
Right.
Even if you folded it, it would be too soft.
Yeah.
So it sounds kind of gross. But it's wonderful. It
was delicious.
So amazing. But the guy said you eat it with a knife and fork or with a fork.
You have
That's just how you have to do it. He's like, this is how you do it with this particular. So he explained the whole deal. And so I was open to it because it was just the whole, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It was
the protocol,
the culture in this place.
Yeah. I guess that's
outside of that. Yes,
that makes
because
sense.
it was necessary. Otherwise, you'd be having two hands.
That's what they do.
Yes,
they make a pizza to be cut up.
It was the way they cooked it so fast, where everything was melted, but the crust was not crusty.
Which is
crispy?
I'm anti that.
Crispy.
I'm anti soggy crust, bro.
I wouldn't say it was soggy either. It's hard to explain, but it was the very particular type of pizza place, and you'll know when you're there because they'll probably tell you this is how we do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not doing it. But yes, most of the time I'm judging people for using a knife and fork to eat pizza.
Totally,
pick it up.
Dude.
You got two hands. God gave you two.
I'm not into it.
I'm not saying you got to get both hands dirty. I like to keep one clean so I can grab my glass of water. But
or beer, whatever you.
Yeah, whatever beverage of choice. Like I want to have a clean hand. You know, I don't need both my hands to have pizza sauce on them.
I agree.
Although if you do, you got more fingers to lick. So what's up? It's kind of a win-win situation.
It's always a win-win. I also think that, dude, you could either be using that offhand for your brew or your milk or whatever, also for wings, because there is not much debate that wings and pizza are a phenomenal combo.
Wings and they are. I typically go for one or the other, but I have done the combo.
I mean, the combo is a classic.
Yeah. Like, let's put it this way. Last time I ate pizza where were we? I don't know. We were out of town with the in-laws, and my father-in-law was like, this place is awesome for pizza. And then their wings are great too, so we're going to get those. I'm like, well, hey, I'm not mad at you.
No.
And he's like, you got to help me eat these though. And I'm like, well, anything for my father-in-law, of course. I'm trying to look good in front of his dog, so I'm going to eat the wings and the pizza.
Of course. Yeah, but do you reach a point where you don't have to look good in front of him anymore? It's just, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, I'm just making that up. I totally wanted to eat the wings.
Exactly,
and the pizza.
Dude, but I bet people have to go through that though.
Oh yeah, no, I don't.
Which would suck. Which means you probably married the wrong person if that's the case.
No, I am incredibly blessed with in-laws because I don't try anything.
Yeah.
I'm exactly 100% my goofy freaking self.
Same.
And not only does it seem like it's okay, but my father-in-law kind of is like we both got the really hilarious dad jokes that other people don't think are hilarious, but we know they are.
There you go.
So we got that in common.
Hey, that works, dude. Yeah, that's a win-win all the way around. I'm the same way with my in-laws, dude. I get to just be me. It works out all right. Yeah. So what else is new, dude? What's new on your life docket right
I don't
now?
know. Pizza definitely was not on the agenda.
I love pizza so much, dude.
So as far as me, I don't know. Why you ask me weird questions?
You're funny, dude.
No, dude, I'm just living, working, trying to raise a little baby.
I know.
You know how that goes.
Parent life is next level.
Yeah. I wish my wife would just quit her job and stay home so I could do more podcasting and working.
I know. I wish that
gosh, I got stuff to do.
I got to be out in the garage.
Who cares about your career?
I know. Got to go record. Jeez. All Napoleon Dynamite style.
Yeah.
Give me some tots, dude.
My lips hurt real bad. I told her that the other night because I couldn't find my. I'm the dude that carries chapstick with me everywhere I go because I'm nonstop.
Okay.
Year round too. Year round.
This is good.
And I'm like, oh, my lips hurt real bad.
Nice.
And she didn't. I don't think she got it. She normally gets it.
She didn't follow. Dude, let me talk about this chapstick thing for a sec because I'm an anomaly. I'm a success story anomaly. Let me give you guys some tips. Brad, I'm gonna give you a tip. Anybody listening or watching, listen closely. I've mastered chapstick.
Let me just say this better not be nonsense.
It's not.
Don't be misleading people.
Check this out.
Okay, I will.
So chapstick. All right. So the brand chapstick, Burt's Bees, Carmex are going to be mad at me. But guess what? I'm going to save you some money. I'm going to save you some stress. I'm going to save you some health benefits. So Chapstick. I used to be a carry one with me everywhere I went. Tried them all. Boom. First of all, I found out that some of them put little flakes of fiberglass in there to cut your lips when you use it to require you to need it more.
It's brilliant. It's just like the same thing you do in Copenhagen.
I know. It's like false advertising though. But anyway. But I carried it with me everywhere I went, even to the point where I'd leave it in my car and melt in the summer. I'd get another one. I always had them, right? You just always have them.
Got a 3-pack standing by.
Yeah, you always have them. Yeah. You need them. No one in the car, one in the house, one in your pocket, one at work, anywhere.
I got chapstick in my pocket.
Always need it. You put it on 10, 12 times a day, right? As needed, whatever your number is. So I decided, I'm tired of putting this on. I'm tired of buying it. I'm tired of carrying it. What can I do to avoid this? And guess what? I stopped using it. As simple as that sounds, let me tell you what happened. So you go through a period, your lips go through a period of withdrawals, if you will, for lack of a better term, where, it's going to suck for a little bit. And maybe you just minimize the amount you put it on. Maybe you go from 10 times a day to 5 to 2 to 0. Okay, whatever you got to do to minimize. But I don't use chapstick, but once a year probably now. My lips no longer ask me for it. My lips no longer require it. My lips no longer reach a point where they're incredibly chapped or feel dry or whatever, because they're no longer counting on it. They're no longer going, dang, I can't wait for Brad to hit me with that chapstick. You're shaking your head because you don't believe it. I am a success story. I tell this story to people everywhere I go when it comes up. I promise you.
Couple of questions.
Promise you.
Why the one time? Why not ever? If your lips don't need it.
Oh, I'm just saying. I go from one application a year, Brad.
But why? I thought you didn't need it
So
anymore.
if you do it 10 times a day, that's 3,000 times a year. I do it one time a year, dude. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, but I thought you just said you don't need them at all.
My lips don't require it. Every now and then I have to throw it on in the winter.
Every now and then, once a year.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do your hands ever require lotion?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't need it all
So
the
it's
time.
not like a mindset thing. It's not like I'm gonna.
It's 1,000% medical. If I was a doctor, I'd give you a better description of this. But there's something to your lips.
It's called dehydration.
It is, but I don't drink a lot of water, dude. So it's not. It can't be. So there's something to. I'm telling you, there's something to you using it, and your lips are going, "I need it. I need it. I need it."
I know with certain brands, I always heard that about Carmex.
Telling you, dude. And I use Burt's Bees, which is all natural, dude.
Yeah, that's
legit.
A good one. That's a good one.
And I don't need anything anymore. I probably put it on in 2019 5 total times. 5 total applications, and some of those were like twice a day.
Interesting.
In the winter.
A minute ago was like, I'd never need chapstick. And it's like, well, once a year.
Well,
5 times a year.
This is coming from the addict. Trying to justify.
From the addict.
There we go.
Come over. Come on. Pity wants a party, Gary. Come with me. Let's have chapstick together 10 times a day.
So let's just say, even if you buy a 99-cent chapstick, you buy maybe one a month. I just saved you $12 a year, dude.
I appreciate
that. That's another 18-pack, dude.
Oh, don't tell my wife that. She's going to make me stop buying chapstick.
And Burt's Bees ain't $1
a year?
Yeah, and Burt's Bees ain't $1. All right, it's like $3.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. I promise you it works.
But I mean, your hands get dry. You got to put lotion on sometimes. Yeah. My lips get dry. I got to put this. So I will tell you.
But they're less dry. I'm telling you.
I have a little bit of a psychological issue. It's not just that.
It's mental.
It's not just that. Some of it's mental. Like right now, because I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Before I go to bed at night, I'm like, well, I can't go to bed without. Peeing and putting on chapstick. It's like, yes, you can. You can.
I don't need to brush my teeth. I just need to pee and put chapstick on.
Right. I've literally had those thoughts.
Perfect.
So, but I did have an experience in 7th grade before I used chapstick.
Going way back.
I got real dry lips, and so I lick them, which just makes them more and more dry.
As you do. It's natural.
My lips would dry out, and they would crack and bleed. I know it's gross. Oh, I should say warning. This can be gross. You might want to, if there's kids in the car, turn it down. My lips would crack, would split down the middle and bleed. Like it was bad. And I remember one day I had this piece of paper, like a piece of just notebook paper that you write on. For some reason, I folded over and I put my mouth over it. Is probably college rule because I thought that was a lot more sophisticated. And I folded over for some reason. I kind of bit down on it with my lips. I don't remember why, but I pulled it off. They stuck to it, pulled it off, and like it took skin with it. And
oh, dang.
I bled a lot. Like it was a bad deal.
That's a bad move on your part.
And then but I had a regular issue with the dry lips and the bleeding.
Okay.
And my teacher told me one time, she goes, no girl's ever going to want to kiss you.
Your teacher said that?
Yeah.
Good for her, dude.
I know.
Life lessons.
I appreciate her. I think it was Miss Eldridge. Thank you.
Miss Eldridge, shout out to you for your listening.
To this day, I believe it was her. 7th grade.
What, middle school?
Yeah, my first year of middle school. We didn't go in 6th grade. So my first year of middle school,
Yeah.
I was already into the chicks, and of course they were into me, so I had to pay attention.
Of course. You guys were the same height back then. But
no, I was definitely still shorter. But yeah, I mean that stuck with me, and so I
could see that.
Got into chapstick, and
I could see that
ever since.
You've got a mental broken spot.
Yep. To this day, I see a woman, I'm like, chapstick.
I need it immediately. Your wife comes in the room, applicate.
Yeah.
All right, so that's fair. And I'm not saying this is going to work for everybody. Believe me, this is not a one-size-fit-all theory.
And most people don't have my issue, so.
It flipping works, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I don't carry it. I don't own one. My wife has like 4. No, she doesn't believe me either. But it worked for me, I'm telling you.
I can see it.
Give it a shot.
I could definitely go without it more than I do. It's not in my pocket right now.
Yeah, you would go through.
I know where 2 of them are, of course.
Of course. You would go through a phase of where you needed to still put it on, but less, and you just wean yourself off, and then it's Dunsky, dude.
Yeah, that's how I quit dipping.
Nice.
Same exact way.
Well done.
Although with the chapstick, it's easier in the summer because you don't need it. But
that's how most things are stopped. Progression.
It's routines and habits.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway.
Good stuff, dude.
Yeah.
So that is a free piece of non-medically directed advice. But I recommend you give it a shot. Anybody?
No, I really appreciate your input. I'm totally gonna take it to heart.
Look, I know you're not going to try it,
right?
So anybody, if you're listening and you want to try it, tell me how it works. Send us an email, fankpodcast@gmail.com.
Chapstick, unofficial sponsor of the Fan Cave Podcast. Burt's Bees, thank you for not contributing to the Fan Cave Podcast.
But we'd love to have you anytime. Okay, so I saw a video the other day. I don't know if you've seen this video. I don't know if anybody has seen this video. I'm sure it's on the internet and went viral, I'm sure. There's a dude eating pasta. Straight up.
Sounds good.
Like spaghetti, dude.
Italian dude.
A good-looking bowl of pasta, dude.
Chubby guy?
Yeah.
Paint the picture for us, Gary.
Chubby guy, sitting in a chair by himself, looks pumped to eat his bowl of pasta, and he starts to eat it.
Ooh, I've been that guy.
So he takes a big forkful, puts it up to his mouth to eat it, and then cuts the hanging pieces with like scissors, regular scissors, household scissors. So picture a big bite of spaghetti hanging off the fork.
Yeah.
He puts the piece in his mouth, and the hanging pieces he just cuts with spaghetti, and it perfectly allows what was on the fork to enter his gullet, and he eats it in a flawless manner. Now, some of you might be thinking that's gross, and that was my initial thought as well. Pretty nasty, Brad. But genius at the same time. But I don't want to carry scissors around.
Couple of thoughts. Using the word gullet is disgusting. I just realized.
You're right about that, dude.
It makes me picture a fat guy that's trying to kill himself with food.
Not bad.
In the form of noodles. So, okay. Let's back up a little bit. Fork goes into the pasta. Spin, rotate.
I don't think he spun it. He just dug in a big bite.
This guy's never eaten pasta before?
Look, bro. He just dug in a bite.
Okay, fine. So he dug in a bite. He picks it up. And then he cuts and then puts it in his mouth.
No, he takes a bite, and while it's here, he cuts the hanging pieces
and then
finishes the bite.
The whole bite into his mouth. What's he worried about? Does he not bring his chapstick with him? He's worried about rubbing food on his lips?
Probably, dude.
It sounds like a lot of work.
He's actually not worried because he follows my theory about not using chapstick.
Okay. So he's worried about getting. I'm wondering why.
I think he's avoiding the need to cut the pasta with your teeth,
which is what I do.
Which is what I do.
Man,
right? I do that too. It was very efficient. I'm going to be honest.
Or you can slurp.
It was incredibly efficient, but it causes you to. It was very efficient.
Efficient. There's an extra step involved. I got to go get scissors, lift them, cut, and go. 2 hands are involved.
But it took 1 second to chop it versus 2 or 3, 4 seconds to cut it with your teeth. Okay, tell me the last time you chop. And I'm not backing this guy. I'm just throwing this out there. You cut your pasta with your teeth, and every piece got cut at the same time. It's not possible.
Okay, I mean
you're saving a few seconds.
Sure, but I've never thought, man, I wish there was
a
more efficient way to do this.
Not until he did it.
You know what I think? Just fit it in or slurp it up.
You know what the efficient way is, and you brought it up earlier?
What's that?
Twist the flipping pasta before you take a bite,
I thought everybody knew that.
Come on, that's classic.
I thought Italians were like, hey, and sometimes you add the spoon, which I think is unnecessary because you just use the bottom of the bowl. My only thing with pasta, I had some last week, is sometimes you twist and twist and twist, and you end up getting like the entire thing of noodles on your fork. Yeah. And you're like, well, if I eat this whole bite, I'll be out of noodles and I'll just have meat sauce left.
Yeah. No, you're right.
That's why sometimes you got to break the noodles before you put them in the pot.
Definitely.
Is that how you do it? We could have a whole hour-long conversation about
half the time
noodles in the pot. Depends on the noodle.
Pasta, dude. Yeah, it does.
Me too. I wish carbs were good for you. I wish carbs were good for you like vegetables and fruits are. I would be one of the healthiest dudes in America. I could eat carbs, pasta, bread, everything 5 times a day.
Because we know you're not eating vegetables, dude.
I get them down.
You're a burger plain and dry kind of guy.
No, I'll put lettuce on them now. I'm grown. I'm an adult now. I'll put the lettuce on and I'll eat my wife.
You are fooling our listeners right now, Brad. You're fooling.
No, my wife cooks stuff a certain way where I'll eat stuff. I'll eat vegetables I never ate before. I've always been a green bean guy, but
love green beans. Let me ask you this: is there a vegetable you will refuse to eat, even if she cooks it?
There's several vegetables that no matter what, I'm not going to eat.
Because I have a couple too. So let's talk about this real quick. And I have mine ready if you need to think about it.
Yeah, so I hate raw onions. I'll never eat a raw onion.
Yeah, you mentioned that last week. That's good.
But I'll eat onions that are blended up in my salsa. So maybe let's find something that regardless of the texture, I won't eat it.
So let me give you mine.
Okay.
Think about it for a second.
Yeah, help me out.
There are 2 for sure right off the bat. My wife knows. And I feel bad because she doesn't get to have it unless she has it on her own. But I don't feel that bad because I don't like it that much. My dislike for it makes me feel better about her not getting to have it unless she has it by herself. It is, number 1, squash. Don't like squash in the slightest.
My wife loves it. I won't touch it.
Same. Okay, good. The other one.
I've had squash soup, though, and that's delicious.
I don't like it. I'm out.
Okay.
All right. But it's fair. Yeah. I'm out, though. The other one almost fits in the same category. Zucchini. I'm out. Both of them.
I've got no, I just don't. Wait a second.
My wife knows.
See? I will say something. So zucchini, if she brings it up, I'm like, no, get that out of here.
Out. I'm out.
Why are you spending our hard-earned money on zucchini?
If there's a way to hide it and I don't know about it, I don't have a choice. I might not be able to tell. But when I know, it's over.
Although I say that,
it's over.
I was at a restaurant a week ago with a coworker, and we ordered deep fried zucchini. And I was so hungry, I was like, whatever, I'll try it to see what it was.
It's like a fried pickle almost.
But it wasn't crunchy and everything. It just melted in your mouth. And it was delicious. But that's probably the only way I'll eat it.
You're not convinced.
I'm not going to eat and I'm not going to eat a cucumber ever either.
You don't like cucumbers?
No.
See, I love cucumbers.
How's that different than a zucchini?
They are. They just are. The taste is. I'm telling you. In fact, a cucumber has no taste to it. That's why I don't hate it as much.
Then why do they put them in martinis? Make it sound all delicious.
I think it soaks up the martini juice and then you eat it.
We need a bartender. We need to bring a bartender on.
That'd be a good guest. Oh, we're going to have a good guest next week, by the way.
Okay.
For those of you that are listening.
Give a preview. What's next week?
Next week, hopefully, of course, as you know, schedules. We'll see.
Life happens. People relax if it doesn't happen.
Right now, it's working. We're going to have Patrick Marsh in the cave, a good friend of mine who we'll bring in. Has a little bit of a baseball background, so that'll be fun to talk about.
Nice.
Good dude. Just had a kid, so I'll save that for him, though.
Oh, we got a lot in common.
Yeah, so... But here's the thing about cucumbers, dude. Let me tell you how I like
them. What about them?
There's no need to eat a cucumber plain by itself. It's pointless because it has no flavor. It's like lettuce. Okay. But let me tell you what I do with my cucumbers. I slice them up, they look like little $50, little silver dollars. Then I sprinkle lemon pepper on them, bro. It's a game changer, and it's a healthy game changer.
Yeah.
Try that.
I'd be down.
Try that.
I won't. I'm not going to eat it.
That's fair because I won't do zucchini or squash. That's
nephew
fair.
And nieces are into that. They'll eat cucumbers off a plate, and it's not my jam. But
that's fair.
But
I got no beef with that.
I don't eat. I'm not interested in eggplant, but you slice it up thin, throw it on the grill where it's crispy like a chip. It's delicious.
Oh, see, I've never had it. I've never had eggplant chips.
Will you eat cauliflower?
Yeah.
I've never touched it, but you put it in the oven, bake it with a little olive oil and pepper, whatever they put on it. Oh my gosh. I eat Brussels sprouts now. Yeah. If it goes in the oven and it's cooked up, it's delicious.
Same. I like Brussels sprouts in the pan with a little char on them, dude.
Charred up. It smells good. It's crunchy. It tastes good. I can't believe it because even 6 weeks ago, I'd been like, "Yeah, you people are disgusting."
Let me blow your mind on cauliflower.
Do it.
Cauliflower pizza, dude. My wife. Oh
yeah.
She introed it to me like in the last year or two.
Yeah, we do that.
Phenomenal, dude.
Yeah, we do that. It's tough to get the crust right.
Yeah.
Usually in the stores, if you buy a cauliflower pizza crust,
like at Costco, that's where we get it.
Mixed with some dough, typically.
What?
I think some of them have look, it's not like a gluten-free thing.
Bro, are you sure?
No.
I'm not either. That's good to know though. I gotta check it out next time.
Are you sure?
My wife might be fooled, dude. Bamboozled.
But I'll tell you what, when you can eat a pizza and think you're eating something healthy, that's fun.
Oh, so good, dude.
I slammed a whole my wife went out of town. There were 2 of them in there. I was like, she's gonna be mad that I'm eating this one. Boom.
And they're small, yeah.
But they're big enough for one person
to take out 2. No problem.
4 slices, eat it up. I mean, it was big enough to where
it's small. I think they're small.
I can take down a lot of pizza.
2 of them is perfect.
2 of them, and the size we have, 2 of them would have been
nice
a little
and satisfied
too much for one meal.
Okay.
1.5 would have been pushing it, but I could have got it done.
There you go.
So anyway,
yeah, dude, call it anyway.
And it's like turkey, pepperonis.
Yeah, of course, I love that. Hey. See, the one we get doesn't have anything good on it, which is a downer.
I mean, you got options.
It's got like onions. It's got green peppers. Anyway,
no, screw it. When you start putting like a salad and vegetables all over pizza, I'm like, it's not pizza anymore.
Yeah,
that's like getting a Bud Select anymore. 55 pizza or something. It's like, look, get a beer or don't.
What about yeah, but see, I like a light beer every now and then.
A light beer is fine, but the whole like, I don't want to take in any calories, so I'm going to drink this beer. It's like, well, then you don't actually want a beer.
Yeah.
Either enjoy your life, drink the beer, or if you're that concerned about the calories, get a glass of water.
Something else.
Get a glass of water. Come on, man, you're killing me with your 30 calorie beer that doesn't even taste like a freaking beer.
Dude, now Heineken made the 0 calorie. 0 calorie Heineken.
If it's good, great. But I had a Bud 55 years ago. Sorry, Bud 55. Sue me if you want, but that tastes like dirty water.
Okay, let's not. Don't sue us. Don't sue the fan cave. We don't have any money.
No, we don't. But if you sue one of us, sue Gary.
Get out of here. This is on recording. It
works for a bank. They'll back him up.
Oh, there you go. I'm insured. Nice. So, speaking of being insured, I don't know. Did we touch on this last week? Tony Romo getting paid Banksy?
We didn't actually.
Bro, he didn't.
Okay, so last I heard,
bro,
he's with CBS. ESPN really wanted him, and what happened?
Okay. Good setup, Brad.
Thank you.
We're
on to sports now, people. So if you're falling asleep in the back of the car because you like the sports and we weren't talking about sports, time to wake up.
And if you were not into sports and you were just listening, you can either turn it off, but I would rather you just keep listening.
I say switch seats, you take a nap, and the guy in the back seat now can start driving.
Hashtag truth.
All Boom.
Right. So Tony Romo stays with CBS. ESPN does not get their man.
Good call.
$17 million deal with CBS. Now, let me tell you why this is a good move for Tony Romo. It has nothing to do with the money. And you may be thinking to yourself, 17 million sounds like a great idea. And it is.
Yeah. I mean, I would take 17
for
million.
him to stay with Jim Nantz, who is 55% of the reason why Tony Romo is successful in this business, is the best move he could have made.
I think that's pretty brilliant. So I don't know what the option was. I know to go to ESPN, which personally I think their production sucks. So
they're terrible.
Don't get me started there. But so Tony Romo with Nantz, that's a good call because it's a really good balance. Tony Romo's great. Everybody's impressed. He knows all the plays. But picture this. Only Tony Romo talking all game, and he's just predicting the plays. A lot of people aren't going to be interested in that.
No.
So Nantz brings in a quality. You've got to have a dynamic where two guys. This is why there's always a quote-unquote color guy.
Right.
Nantz is the color guy. Romo is the analyst, right?
Yeah.
Probably. That's how they break it up. Great combination.
Yeah. I mean,
CBS does much better productions than ESPN.
Yeah, I agree, dude. And you're not really watching a football game for the announcers, but what I will say is that when they're on and it's their game and you hear them, you're like, oh, this is going to be way better than it was before.
So you're 100% right. You don't watch a game for the announcers, but there are games where I'm like, oh, crap, this guy again. Like, there are people that bother me so much they take away from the game.
Sure.
I happen
the Monday Night Football crew is not that good.
The Monday Night Football crew, I like Booger. I don't like the setup. I didn't like
him
Jason Witten.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like him on that little drive around thing back and forth when Witten was in the booth. I like Booger because I've seen him on. I hate his name. I wish he would not go by Booger.
Me too.
He's a good analyst. He's good on TV shows. But no, him and the guy that he's with.
I can't think of his name.
I can't even think of his name. I don't like him because I can't even think of his freaking name. So
me either.
It just sucks. ESPN just feels different. It just doesn't feel right that, first of all, the game's not being opened up by Waylon Jr. or whatever. He's the one that used to open it up, right? Are you ready for some football? My entire childhood growing up was like, that was it. So now it's just like boring ESPN. It's like, go back to doing 24-hour news.
Dude, I thought it was like Miranda Lambert or something for a while, too. It was one of those female country stars.
There was a stint for a while where he went away. Oh, come on. I'm such an idiot.
Google it.
Call myself a Texas boy. I can't even tell you who was singing. But anyway, are you ready for some football?
Yeah.
And then, it went away. And then they got Carrie Underwood doing Sunday Night Football. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
But anyway, like it was like just a real American type of opening to the game, and then boom, CBS. But whatever.
No, I'm excited for Romo. So here's a note that I wrote down. Is Romo, and I think we just kind of answered this, is Romo better or more valuable with Jim Nantz than somebody else? I don't think there's anybody else you can partner him with that's going to be quite to do it because they've already built a rapport together. You know what I mean? It's not,
and it's great. They built it quick. I think
it's like us in the fan cave.
Exactly.
It just works.
Exactly. I think there's probably other people that Romo could be successful with, and there's definitely other people that Nance can be successful with because Nance is so different than any analyst.
Yeah.
And he's pretty dynamic because he does the golf, the football. He does a lot.
Super dynamic.
He's just built Olympics, for that business. Yeah. So Romo could be fine with other guys. I don't think it would be as enjoyable. I think the dynamic between the two is just too perfect with Nance doing his thing. Tony's just predicting the next play.
You don't always strike lightning in a bottle. And with these two, you have.
You've got it. And not to mention that, but since Romo is new to the game, I know there are times that we probably don't know, but if they're in their post-production meetings, they are next week, like, hey, let's, fix some things, correct some things.
Right.
I guarantee you he's making some mistakes that he maybe doesn't know until afterwards.
Sure.
And Nance is covering it up.
Definitely.
He's such a veteran. So there's 1,000%. A lot of that going on that we just take it for granted. We're sitting there watching the game. We're listening to these guys. But for me, if they're not annoying me, I'm in. And those guys don't annoy me. I like Costas.
Bob.
I like what's
Joe Buck?
Joe Buck and Troy Aikman actually do not bother me.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people give Joe Buck such a hard time.
Don't bother me.
And he annoyed me during the World Series, but it's just because the Astros were losing.
Of course.
And he keeps doing the same talking points, but it's a 7-game series. NFL, it's 1 game.
Yeah.
Joe Buck's never bothered me.
Yeah. Collinsworth?
Collinsworth. I like Collinsworth. A lot of people like Collinsworth.
He's all right. I don't got any beef with Collinsworth.
Yeah, anyway, I like this guys.
So pretty good. So it was reported that Peyton Manning, Drew Brees were also flirted with before signing Romo. Everybody wants Peyton Manning. And here's the reality. And I heard this somewhere else, so I can't claim the take. Peyton Manning was doing this way before Tony Romo on the field, bro. He was predicting all this stuff from under center. So he would be the guy that would give you the probably equal, if not better takes. And I think he's more entertaining than Tony Romo as well.
Yep.
But he's turned it down several times. ESPN's gone after him several times, and they haven't secured him. And I think I heard this topic come up, and this will be interesting to see if anything plays out. The Manning brothers in the booth, Eli and Peyton.
How fun would that be?
I think so too, but I'm not 100% sold.
Anytime they've been in commercials together, they've been hilarious.
I'm with you, but that's like a one thing you can do multiple takes. It's not live. Eli's pretty flippin' boring. But with his brother, he may be good.
I guess I'd have to see it, but see who does color and who does analyst.
Exactly.
I think they both do each.
It would have to be.
I would be totally for seeing that.
Yeah, totally.
Here's the thing with Tony. Like when Tony starts predicting everything, we're all so impressed. It's like, did you know all that was happening when you were the quarterback? And if so, why couldn't you get it done?
Yeah, hey, there you go.
I was
always shot at Peyton?
No, at Tony.
Oh, at Tony, yeah. Sorry.
We know Manning was doing all that. Yeah. And then he would make the right. Yeah, he had a weak arm, but he would still make the right throw to the right guy at the right time. Romo, we all know Romo was a pretty awesome quarterback. We also know he struggled for a while, and there were times where, like, I have more faith in Dak Prescott to not turn the ball over in a crucial situation than I ever did with Tony Romo. Yeah, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, I hear exactly.
And I'm a lifer Cowboys fan, so if he knew it was happening before the play started, like he does now,
why did you make the wrong decision?
Why couldn't he?
So many times.
And maybe he did make those decisions less as he got older. And he was just always injured.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'll go back to the fact that, yes, Peyton Manning knew all that on the field.
Right.
Tony must have known on the field, too, and didn't convert. But I wonder how Manning would be in the booth.
It'd be awesome. Manning brothers
in
the booth would be pretty cool.
Well, we'll see. Who would they work for?
Dude, ESPN, maybe Fox, who knows? Who's got the deepest pockets? Because I know Peyton's not going in there for anything less than $17 million now. What Tony got paid.
No.
He's got,
even though it's not about the money, like I just see him more as because he's into owning businesses and stuff. Yeah, so I'm not sure if he wants.
I think he wants to do front office or own a team. I think he owned a team.
Yeah,
is what I heard.
I think he wants to be on the business side, not just the talk side. But that would be a lot of fun.
But sign like a 3-year deal or a 2-year deal then, and just see how it works.
You ain't got to convince me. I'm not him. Jeez, man. No, I'm just kidding. Right. I don't know. That could be fun. What else you got?
All right, bro. I think we had to dip into. Caveman Corner. What do you think?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
All right, so let's dip into Caveman Corner. We had a listener send in a question to our Gmail account today. Michael Almanza, we appreciate the send in. My brethren from work. Michael, I know you well. I appreciate you sending in a question /thought/statement. So
He gave a statement too?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Please give your statement for the court.
For the record. All right, I'm going to read this off, and then we'll dive in. So, Michael says, I wanted to get both of y'all's thoughts on Richard Jefferson's comments on Tim Duncan and how he's been carried his entire career and that he's a trash player and not the best power forward ever. I think the man is salty and mad he never gets to be in the Hall of Fame. Just my thoughts. Well, first and foremost.
So clarify what the comments were and who made them.
Yes. So Richard Jefferson, and we have a clip we're going to play. Richard Jefferson dogs out Tim Duncan in this clip. And then Jay Williams is the host in the room. He's upset. He walks off the set. He doesn't agree, which I don't think many people do. But let's play it, and then we can dive in. But first and foremost, Michael, thanks for sending it in. I didn't even know this happened, dude, until you sent it in today.
I didn't either, actually.
And so I was pumped that you did, and I started looking into it. And yeah, dude, this is Richard Jefferson's a clown.
Yeah.
And we'll play it and see what we think here.
Yeah, I appreciate it because I was just doing my day job, and Gary's like, "What are we going to talk about tonight?" And I'm like, "There's not a whole lot going on in the sports world right now, so whatever." So yeah, we appreciate you, Mike, doing your thing. Here we go.
Tim Duncan has been carried by people his entire life, right? Except his hairdresser, whoever's doing his hair.
You guys see what I deal with on a daily
you shut up.
basis with
You shut up right now. You wear with the camera.
That's a great way
Tim
for
Duncan
kids to talk to people.
Tim Duncan has been given credit for so many things that he hadn't done. Even tonight, this is his first win. He didn't do anything. This was Will. This was Becky Hammond. He said he just stood up and was running his mouth, and good things happened.
So
I am so mad.
So I know we're going 5 to 4 with Allie, but wait. We're saying he is the best power forward to ever play the game. You're saying that he's been giving.
He's been carried by Pop, Tony, Manu, Bruce Bowen, and now here he gets his first coaching win. He did nothing.
Good luck.
He is a waste of a player, waste of a time.
Tonight.
Honestly, he's the reason why the Spurs are struggling this year.
Okay, so
oh my gosh,
you've got to watch the video because his face is so serious. He looks like he's mad, like he's finally getting a chance to get off his chest. Like, hey, I played with Tim Duncan. Everybody carried. He just said Bruce Bowen carried him.
Yeah,
Bruce Bowen sat in the corner and was open all day long because Tim Duncan was sitting down on the block.
Yes.
Okay, your thoughts.
Oh man, I'll be honest. Richard Jefferson, when he first came to San Antonio, I thought he was going to be a difference maker.
I was pumped.
So I actually went to the open practice they had his first day here. Me, my buddies John and Mike Tate. We went, dude, sat second row. I actually yelled out from the stands, "We're so glad to have you." And he gave me a point. He gave me a point out to the stands. He pointed at me right after I said it. And we were so excited. And we soon found out how much of a flop he really was. Now, Richard Jefferson is irrelevant. Richard Jefferson is not a Hall of Famer, just as Michael mentioned. I agree with that 1,000%. Even though he has,
way to put it, he's irrelevant.
Even though he has multiple titles, he won one with Cleveland on the back of LeBron James. Let's be real, Richard Jefferson.
Didn't he lose one when he was in New Jersey?
Mm-hmm.
Against who?
The Spurs, baby.
Tim Duncan.
Come on.
Cool.
All right.
I thought I was, yeah.
Well put. So Richard Jefferson is trying as hard as he can to stay relevant. Okay. The fact that Get Up, the TV show, had him on, and he noticed something that he could have an open window on to comment about is exactly the take he made. And I think that 99.8% of anybody on the planet who's ever breathed life into this world would disagree, because we all know that Tim Duncan was not carried by anybody. Greg Popovich is only successful because he had Tim Duncan. David Robinson only has 2 titles because of Tim Duncan. Let's be real.
In the words of David Robinson, he will tell you.
Yeah. You can't not be considered the best power forward in the game and have been carried yourself. It does not work that way. The math doesn't play out. The physics are not there for that.
You're correct. So it's a weak argument. He might believe it, but it's a weak argument because here's the deal. Let's go back to everybody. Let's go back to Will. Let's go back to the Showtime Lakers. You're going to tell me that any one carried the others? Like it took that entire group to get it done.
Yeah.
And the fact that you could almost make a better argument that the Showtime Lakers, and this is where I asked for K-Man Mickey Mitchell to chime in because this is his squad. He knows these people and he knows the history. But shoot, what's his name?
For what team?
Come on, give me the Lakers. Give me the
Shaq,
oh
Wilt.
Gosh, back in the day. Well, Shaq's another
Kareem.
Example. Kareem. That's like saying that Kareem was carried. Well, he had Magic. He had some boys. Yeah, they all carried each other. It's called a team sport.
Yeah.
So if anything, he named Bruce Bowen as somebody who carried Tim Duncan. Okay. Tim, he sat in the corner and he basically started the whole, like, let me just stand around and shoot threes all day long. You're welcome, Houston Rockets. But anyway, it's a weak argument because now you can take every greatest player of all time. Oh, Michael wasn't that great. He had Scotty.
Dude, and Bill Paxson and Steve Kerr and Will Perdue.
Go back and look at these
They
rosters.
carried Michael.
Right. So look at any roster and say there's one guy. That's why LeBron got all this crap. LeBron couldn't win. He got swept by the Spurs in 2003, right? Or was it 3? 07.
Yeah.
No, 03.
Right.
He got swept by the Spurs. I went to game 2. He's still considered the greatest player in the world. So if he wins, was he getting carried? Was he carried by Dwayne Wade?
I know.
It's just a weak argument. So I'm not putting my rebuttal together very nicely, but I think that you get me. That it's just a weak argument.
He's weak to come out and say something like that. He's serious. His face is super serious.
The headline.
You know what I was thinking? To be silly, because I was flustered when I saw this. As soon as I read Michael's email, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go find the clip. Where's Michelle Beadle at in this moment, dude? We needed Michelle Beadle to come in and because she used to host that show, Get Up, when it first started, and she's out now. If she would have been there today, she would have laid into this. She was
actually pretty good. Why is she out though? I used to like her a lot because she's
doing other stuff.
Roadrunner.
That's
alone.
Right.
Didn't she get all political or something?
I don't know.
Or was that just the other girl? There was another girl that was pretty awesome.
Oh no, political. That was the African American girl who got fired off ESPN.
She was good, but she had leave your politics out of sports. Just come on, people.
Yeah, so
give us a break from that crap.
Richard Jefferson is a fool from that comment standpoint. And listen, Jay Williams walked off the set. People that understand basketball walk off the set. You're not a first ballot Hall of Famer if you're carried by anybody else. Let's be real. The Spurs are successful for 20 years because of Tim Duncan. You can't be a cornerstone. Yes, Manu and Tony and all that help. To your point, team game. Look, Manu probably could have done it somewhere else. I don't believe Tony Parker does that anywhere else without Tim Duncan myself. Bruce Bowen certainly does it, and Greg Popovich's success is on the back of Tim Duncan.
Bruce Bowen is one of those guys that arguably wouldn't have been in the league had he not been a part of that system. Same as Matt Bonner. I was saying this the other night to you. I love Matt Bonner.
So do I.
But I'm not sure he would have been in the league as long as he was. He fit into that system.
Yeah.
Also, go back and listen, and I realized he was just trying to make a point, but everybody he named, any of the players that he named, were they on that 99 roster?
Negative.
Nope.
Exactly.
Because the point guard was Avery Johnson. David Robinson was there. Bruce Bowen wasn't there.
Sean Elliott.
Tony Parker wasn't there.
Yep. Get out of town, dude.
Manu Ginobili wasn't there. So at least do some research first. God, you played with them, Richard. Come on, man.
Yeah, he's a chump. He flopped in San Antonio after being the real deal in New Jersey, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna have any loss of sleep over it, but I will say that you're a fool for that comment. I disagree 1,000% wholeheartedly to every ounce of my being. And Tim Duncan's the #1 power forward of all time for a reason.
Hakeem the Dream was carried by Sam Cassell.
That's right, dude. They weren't that good without him. I know. It is what it is. So speaking of the Spurs, bro, and first of all, again, Michael, thank you for the question.
Yeah, thanks for getting me all fired up.
Thanks for sending that in. And welcome to the Fan Cave, Michael. I know you're a fairly recent listener, dude. You're now a caveman officially.
That's right. Welcome to the Fan Cave. We need to have like an annual Fan Cave party.
We should.
We just get together.
We got 5 or 6 cavemen.
Grill some
meat. Some bacon.
Get some beers.
That'd be fun.
Cold brews. Obviously, we'll need everybody to pitch in because we can't pay for everybody's stuff.
We don't have a budget. You know what I mean?
We don't have sponsors.
But I will say, if we ever go do these live, dude, we'll invite everybody out. It'll be fun.
Right, and you can just, pay for your own dinner and everything. But
I wanted to see if there was any reaction to this comment already. I don't see a whole lot out there, but I'm sure because nobody's reacting because it's pointless. There's no reaction needed.
The headline says he's joking.
One of them does.
But now that I realize he's not joking, he's serious. This is outrageous. Again, please, Mickey Mitchell, lifetime Lakers fan, hates the Spurs, but is fair. We'll call it even when it's even.
Yeah.
Respects the Spurs and what they did, especially against the Lakers.
Right.
And respects Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
He will be fair. Mickey Mitchell, I'm calling you out. I want your take.
There you go. So I will agree with Richard Jefferson on one point. And as passionately as I just stated, I'm anti this statement, anti Richard Jefferson. Now, in fact, I'm out on Richard Jefferson. He's a nothing to me.
Dunsky.
All right. The big fundamental doesn't take any heat from a freaking scrub. All right. He did mention Tim Duncan's hair being whack. I couldn't agree with that more.
Okay.
We all know about that. And the
He's
reason
100% right on that.
And the reason I wanted to bring that up, because I want to transition like a boss again this week into something else hair related, Brad.
Real quick though.
Okay.
I thought the hair comment was funny until now I realized that Richard Jefferson was being serious. Now I think it's just mean.
Nice.
Go ahead.
I still agree with it. Tim Duncan's hair is whack.
It is. It's ugly. He used to be a good looking dude. It's bad.
All right. So I read earlier this week, and this is as of BET.com, during the NBA pregame show on Tuesday, March 3rd, which based on my watch is 2 days ago, Shaquille O'Neal revealed that he had lost a bet to Dwayne Wade and was forced to do something hair related. So if you ever look at Shaquille O'Neal before 2 days ago, dude's got a bald head, shaved, shiny, looking solid. His head of hair is gone. He's all shaved head.
He came home a while back, if y'all know what that means.
Yeah, there you go.
Baldies.
A la Brad Hollandquist.
That's right.
All right. But if you look at the show from Tuesday, Shaq's got a hairline grown in. So I guess their bet caused, first of all, Shaq lost, and it forced him to grow out his hairline for the show. And I have a picture. I'm gonna show Brad. Google this if you need to. In fact, I might hold this up to the camera to see if we can see it. So look at this guy.
Dang, Shaq, you ain't got a 4-head, you got a 5-head.
Dude, it's like a 7-head. I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is.
I threw it up for the YouTube. Dude, it is like, even with the top of his ear almost, dude, it is like a 9-head. But guess what? Here's my theory to that. I just thought about this. He has a big forehead because he's a big dude. No, it's a stretch.
It's all relative. It's all relative. In the words of Mike Epps, when you go to sleep at night, you don't have dreams. You have movies.
Nice. Love it. But yeah, I thought that was funny, dude. Shaq, his little hairline action. Hey, at least he's not hiding it when he lost the bet. He's a man of his word. I actually listen to his podcast, and they make funny bets all the time. He follows through all the time.
So he loses all the time?
Yeah, he lost. So him and the co-host, John Kincaid, who's an Eagles fan, Shaq's a Cowboys fan, they made a bet.
Is he? Oh, yeah.
Shaq lost. So he dressed up in an Eagles costume and like with a bunch of feathers coming off of him and like flew around their office making like a caw, like an eagle noise. This guy follows through, dude.
Shaq's funny too. He's a comedian. He probably should do stand-up.
He's super funny.
Him and Dave Chappelle should get next to each other.
Dude. Yeah, I agree. That'd be funny. Shaq's the man, dude. I didn't like him when he played from a standpoint of he dogged on the Spurs of Dave Robinson a lot.
Oh, I hated him because he dominated.
Yeah, and he was just that good, yeah. But
I used to call him the best player. I'm like, he is in no way, in no potential way ever is he the best player. I said he is definitely the most dominant player.
And that's what he said.
Get him 6 feet away from the basket.
Yeah.
He can't score. He's not the best player. Yeah. He's the most. You could not stop him.
Yeah.
Hey, they're going to give the ball to Shaq, and he's going to dunk it. So let's spend the entire week preparing for this game in this playoff series, and let's learn how to play defense.
Totes.
Still can't do it.
Totes my goats.
That's how the Dallas run game should be. Zeke's getting the ball.
Dude, I know.
Should still be successful.
I know.
I digress.
You're right, though. Yeah, Shaq says that too, dude. He says, I'm not the best. I'm the most dominant. So he even recognizes that. But yeah, he couldn't be 7 foot. And when, dude, he was in Orlando, he was shredded, bro. There wasn't like an ounce of fat on the guy at 7'3".
Because he was like 19.
Yeah, but still.
You know, he played his high school ball here in the great old San Antonio.
Yeah, Cole High School.
That's right.
Cole High School, dude. Something just happened to my computer. I don't know what's going on, but we'll see if we can figure that out. Down the road.
That's kind of scary. Hope we're not losing the audio.
Oh, we're back.
Boom, we are back.
Hang on. Now there's an ad.
This is the National Daily. Welcome
to. Hey, it's the National Daily.
Hold on, we're not recording anymore. And technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We're back here in the Fan Cave podcast.
Yeah, I'd apologize, except for I just don't really care.
I don't know what just happened, but hey, amateur podcast, that's what we do.
Dude, this dude's name is Precious.
Nickname? Gotta be.
His name is Precious Achiuwa.
Okay, that's what we gotta do, dude. Best one of these days, best nicknames. Like haha.
Best nickname, or oftentimes, like, do you ever see an athlete that says like that has an awesome name? You're like, man, it's so perfect. This guy's a speed skater and his name is Blade.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
It just works.
But you're like, if he wasn't a speed skater with that same name, what would this guy's profession be? I always think like, okay, professional athlete. If he wasn't a football player, what would his name be? Save it. We'll do it on another episode.
I like that. We should definitely do that.
Yeah, tune in to the next ones, people, and you'll see this. I've got a list going because I've been thinking about this for a while.
All right. Is there a professional athlete name that could do some other sort of profession based on his name?
Or just saying like, hey, so-and-so, like if a guy's name was like, whatever. It's John Smith. He plays football, but if he wasn't a football player, obviously insert cool name here because there's some guys with cool names. If he wasn't a football player in the NFL, based on his name, what would you guess his career be? I think it's fun to do.
That will be a good time.
Send in your takes too. Send them at the fancavepodcast@gmail.com. Like Gary said, send it in like, hey, so-and-so, if he didn't play in the NBA, he would be blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. It's fun. Try it. Try it. Okay, go ahead.
I like it. Dude, I'm pretty much tapped out for the day.
Oh, I thought I cut you off and you're in the middle of a thought.
Mm-mm. Well, I was going to say, you went on the Cowboys thing for a second, and I was going to say something about that, but
there's no time.
Dez Bryant, Jerry Jones has been thinking about Dez. Hello.
Dez is on my list of names. If he didn't play in the NFL, what would he do? I'll save it.
We'll save it.
I'll save it. I'm done.
All right. Good night, everybody. Woo. Solid. Dang, I can't believe something happened in the out of here, dude. I got a piece.